Hey guys, what's up? Today, got a little something warm to talk about. Now, you may be wondering, why in the world do you want to talk about something that's warm for cold weather use in the middle of May? Well, right now is a good time to shop for some of your cold weather stuff because nobody's thinking about cold weather stuff. So, go look around and see what you can find. Good time, good chance stuff's in stock. A lot of people that aren't prepared and don't think beforehand wait until they actually need it before they try to go get it, and then everybody's trying to get the same thing at the same time. Be ahead of the game. So here you go. When you're out, whether it's just doing an overnight camping trip, whether it's your get home bag, whether it's a bug out bag, whatever, one of the things you want to have in it is obviously your sleep system. Depending on time of year, depending on your location, depending on what your normal cold weather is, will kind of dictate whether you're just packing a poncho liner or whether you've got like a GI 3-piece complete sleeping bag kit or a Arctic expedition bag. Just depends. I want to show you an option though that maybe some of you thought about, maybe some of you haven't, in place of a sleeping bag, especially in areas where you've got colder weather and you want to have the ability to potentially be mobile at a moment's notice. And there are obviously also other uses for this stuff, and you'll see it as we talk about it. Use it as you see fit. But for what I'm keeping it in right now, let's say you've got your bug out bag, things that went bad, you're trying to get to wherever it is you need to go and you have to do it on foot, you've got your pack, it's colder weather. If it's that kind of situation, then obviously security is going to be a little bit of something you got to think about. And if you're all zipped up in your sleeping bag, nice and comfy, cozy at night, and for whatever reason you suddenly need to get up and go in a hurry, Ricky Tick, A, getting out of the sleeping bag takes a second sometimes. B, then you got to pack it all up, etc. This will give you an option. What I'm talking about is the USGI Level 7 cold weather jacket and matching pants. A lot of folks that have been in the military will recognize this. It's also affectionately in both the Army and Marines called a happy suit. Because when you get in it in cold weather, it makes you very, very happy. That's why it's a happy suit. What this is a insulated nylon jacket, okay, but it's very well insulated. This is basically like wearing a sleeping bag as a jacket. You've got, let me just go over the features real quick. You've got the collar right here that's got a hood. The hood rolls up in the collar, so you can wear it with the hood up or the hood down. You've got elastic and Velcro on the cuffs or the sleeves. On the elbows, from about mid-elbow down to the cuff on the underside, you've got some Cordura material sewn on. And I don't recall off the top of my head if it's 500D or 330D. It might be 330 because it's fairly lightweight, but what it does is gives you some abrasion resistance and reinforcement on the elbow and forearm, under forearm area, because the material on the outside is almost like sleeping bag material. It's really, really soft, comfortable nylon. Same on the inside. Really comfortable, smooth on the inside. On the inside of the jacket, you've got 2 mesh pockets that are really big and deep. On the outside, you've got two regular hand warmer pockets that are fairly large, and you can zip those up. They do have zippers on them. And this jacket, when you put it on, obviously it's meant to be a little oversized. You want it a little big so that it will go over your other clothes. The idea with this being that in colder weather, right over whatever other clothes you're wearing, you just put this on and then zipper up. Now it does have a two-way zipper. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but there is a two-way zipper at the bottom. But you can zip it up if you need to, flip the collar up, flip the hood out, and then pull that all the way up. And if you've got your hood up, you're really, really well insulated and well protected. You've got an elastic draw cord around the hem that has a really cool feature in that the cord on each side goes into the pockets. And inside the pockets where you adjust it at, you've got just a typical cord lock, okay? So you would pull that tight and you can snug it in around the bottom to prevent the wind from blowing up and also to help with heat loss. But all the extra cordage is inside the pockets right here, so you don't have bungee cord flapping around in the breeze getting snagged and caught on stuff. It keeps things real streamlined. This jacket is ridiculously comfortable and it's ridiculously warm. And I'm actually going to unzip it because I'm getting hot just standing here talking to you. If you take this jacket just in cold weather, if you need to be up doing stuff, over whatever other layers you want to put underneath it, you can stay really, really warm in really, really cold weather. It has, and I've got to take this thing off because I'm going to roast in it. It's too hot to wear right now. If I can keep from getting caught on my watch. There we go. Just so you know, here's the tag on the inside. It's the typical, GI issue stuff by ADS. Okay. Here's the tag inside, so you can see that. Try to get a little closer for you. There we go. There's all your pertinent stuff. With that, you can get a matching set of pants. Now, the pants are really nice. You've got a full-length zipper all the way down the leg on each side. Okay. We'll start at the top here. You've got elastic around the waist. Okay. You've got a Velcro tab right here that just covers the zipper up front. The zipper up front is a two-way zipper, so it comes up from the bottom and the top. On the sides, you've got Velcro that undoes, and then you can take that zipper all the way down to the ankle if you need to. You can use this to somewhat adjust the waist. Like I said, there is elastic in there. You do need to buy it pretty close to what your regular size is. The pants and the jacket are cut very large. Okay, they are made to fit over all your other stuff. So buy your normal size that you wear. I wear a large long cami BDU set, large long in these. Trust me when I tell you they are cut generously. You will have lots of extra room intentionally. On the inside, you do have the tabs all the way around it that you can use suspenders on if you want to. On these, same as on the jacket, on the knee, you've got the same Cordura material for a little bit more abrasion resistance on the knee. When you get down to the ankle, you've got elastic, plus you've got your Velcro that covers your zipper, and you can also adjust a little bit how tight you want it around the ankle. And then there's also some ties in there. If need be, you could use that to hook it onto your boots so it doesn't ride up over your boots or whatever. So with this combination, same puffy material, you can put on that jacket and pants, and it gives you some versatility. Let's say you're up having to pull guard duty, sentry duty, fire watch, whatever, at your retreat location, and it's cold weather. Well, if you're sitting out in the cold, you're not necessarily up moving around, get cold just sitting there. Well, you can't very well bundle up in a sleeping bag. You still need to be mobile. What this allows you to do, you could put this on and then put like maybe your level 5 jacket over top of it if you wanted your camo layer on the outside. Now you've still got your camo layer, you're still warm, you can still use all your gear over top of it because it compresses down pretty good, and now you're warm, but it's like you're wearing a sleeping bag. That same concept, back to the original potential scenario that I mentioned. Let's say you're having to bug out somewhere on foot. You've got this in your bug out bag. It packs down to about the same size as what a mid-weight sleeping bag would. Instead of packing a sleeping bag, you put this in a compression sack and put it in your bag. Maybe add a poncho liner just for good measure, maybe not. You could put this on at night to sleep in instead of a sleeping bag, add in a fleece watch cap and a pair of gloves. It's just like being in a sleeping bag, but at a moment's notice, you can get up, grab your stuff, and go if you had to, and not have to worry about packing everything up. You could, simple scenario here, one of a million, I'll just throw this out. You could throw up your basha, your tarp shelter, whatever, real quick, throw you a ground sheet down, throw this on, lay down, catch some sleep. You've got overhead cover, windbreak if you need it, however you configure your basha. Something happens, for whatever reason, you wake up in the middle of the night and you got to get out of Dodge right then. Boom, you grab your basha, undo it, stuff it in your bag, throw your bag over your shoulder, you're gone. You're up and mobile in this, unlike a sleeping bag that you got to try to get out of. Now I got to put that in my pack and everything else. Whenever I get somewhere safe, then you can take this off if you need to and pack it back up. Just gives you the ability to be mobile and versatile, but really ridiculously warm. And I honestly am not trying to over exaggerate that when I say it's warm. These are really warm, good suits. The cool thing about these is you can find them in used like new condition and even brand new condition for just ridiculously cheap prices. Figure somewhere around 60-70 bucks for the jacket, 60-70 for the pants. So for 140 bucks, you can have, the top and the bottom and have just a crazy warm system. You can find them on eBay. There's probably a few other places online you can find them. My favorite place, as always, is Fort Bragg Surplus. Those guys get the best of the best, either brand new or used, but it's so lightly used it might as well be brand new. That's where I got these from. Can't say enough good things about them. I always like giving those guys a plug because I like to support places that you can get good quality stuff at a really good price. And they're often cheaper than what you can find on eBay and everything. So check them out. I'll put a link again, as always, in the description. Fort Bragg Surplus. That's the level 7 GI stuff. Now, just as another alternative, Proper used to make in their Adventure Tech line the same equivalent level 7 system. It was the level 7 of the Adventure Tech line. Unfortunately, that's no longer available. Proper discontinued it. However, I wanted to tell you this and show you this so that you can keep a lookout. Occasionally you can find it on eBay. Guys might be letting go of it for whatever reason. Proper's level 7 stuff is almost identical to the GI stuff. Now Proper did it in both Coyote, I think they did black, and I know they did their alpha green, which is kind of like a foliage green. But this is the Coyote version. So you can see right there, it's part of the Adventure Tech line. Look around on eBay and other places like that. You might be able to find these. Shop around and see. Very similar, a couple of minor differences. This is the jacket. One difference right up front, this jacket doesn't have the Cordura material on the elbows and sleeves like the GI one does. It doesn't have any Velcro around the cuff. It does have elastic, which is pretty generous, but it doesn't have the Velcro. One thing that the Proper does have on the inside of the cuff is a loop that you can use to hook your gloves onto, so that if you need to take your gloves off to do something, you can have them dummy corded on and don't worry about losing them. They're right there, and when you need them, you can put them right back on again. Cool little feature. The hood on this does the same thing as the GI. It rolls up into the collar. Instead of using Velcro like on the GI one, this one just has a zipper that it closes up in. You've got internal mesh pockets, similar to the GI, not quite as big as on the GI one, but they are there. The fit is almost identical in sizing, so order your size the same way you normally would. One difference additionally is part of the adjustment for the hood comes all the way down through the front right here. So when you pull these, you can really cinch the hood down around your face. The GI one does that, but the shock cord comes out the bottom of the hood. So it's all contained when it's rolled up, where on this one you've got it exposed. Doesn't make a difference, it still works the same either way. The pockets on this, you'll notice, are higher up. On the GI one, the pockets are lower down. On the Proper one, they're higher up. They're not quite as big, but they're definitely there. They're just a little higher up on the chest and not quite as low on the sides. Doesn't make any difference to me. It's just if it's important to you or not. You've got the same shock cord set up around the hem, around the waist. The difference being this one's exposed and doesn't go up into the pocket like on the GI one. Same zipper type setup. It's a two-way zipper. Zip it up from the top, and if need be, you can zip it from the bottom if you needed to vent a little bit or get something underneath and you didn't want to undo the top. Same deal on this one. You can zip this up, and if you pull the hood out, you can seal this up around your neck, and brother, you are toasty warm. I can't tell a difference temperature-wise between this and the GI one. I've had them both out in, I think the coldest I had it was, the temperature was about 28, 26 Fahrenheit with about a 20, 25 mile an hour wind, so the wind chill was in the upper teens. And every once in a while I'd have to unzip and vent a little bit because I'd start getting warm when I was moving around a little. So that gives you any kind of clue. Again, the cut and fit's about the same as the GI. Order the size that you would normally wear in like a pair of BDUs or something, because it's intentionally cut large. On the pants, on the Proper, again, very similar. You've got elastic in the waist. Instead of having Velcro in the front, you've got a snap. And this is a one-way zipper. It's not a two-way zipper like on the GI. On the sides, you still have the full length zipper down the side. Makes it real easy to get in and out of right over your regular clothes. You've got the Velcro adjustment around the waist on both sides, and going down the leg to the ankles, you've got, again, a similar Velcro set up with the other end of the zipper, and you've got the same tie points. You could, even just something simple to redneck engineer it, you could take a piece of shock cord and hook on there and let that loop underneath your boot and make a simple shock cord attachment to keep it from riding up on your pants, on your leg rather, sorry. So other than that, these are about the same as the GI ones, just a little different option. Again, think about something like this in terms of a situation you need to be potentially able to get up and go, but you want something really warm. It literally is like wearing a medium weight sleeping bag, guys. If you added some other, fleece layers or whatever underneath it, depending on the weather, if it was rainy or windy or whatever, if you've got like the level 5 or level 6 GI stuff or similar equivalent, you can throw that over the top of it. Now you're warm, you're waterproof, you're windproof. I mean, what more could you ask for in cold, windy, rainy weather? There you go. So, again, check out Fort Bragg Surplus primarily for those. If they're out of stock or whatever, it's because they're popular and people are buying this stuff. Hit their email thing so you can get notified when they get it in stock, or just email them and ask them if they've got any in or any coming in or whatever. Check eBay. Same on the proper stuff. The proper stuff, unfortunately, if you do find them on eBay, is usually quite a bit more expensive. I don't know why that is, other than if it's just because proper discontinued it, and now people are just charging a premium for it, but there it is. If you could find a good deal on it and a good price on the proper stuff, don't hesitate to do it. That's the primary reason I wanted to show you. Occasionally you'll find somebody that'll sell it at a good price. So again, level 7 USGI jacket and pants. Check it out. Be thinking about your cold weather stuff now while it's hot weather, while nobody else is thinking about it. Take care, guys. We'll see you later.